Morning, happy Wednesday, everyone. This is Yoga Pilates. My name is Amanda. Let's go ahead and get started with our warm up. Feel free to set your watches. Go ahead and come to a standing position, just walking in place, core is nice and engaged, keeping your shoulders stacked over your hips, nice proud chest. Go ahead and make it to a side step, reaching opposite directions with the same arm, same leg, long stretches, lengthening that side body. And then coming to a standing position, a hip opener over to a side lunge, keeping your chin and chest lifted, really bringing your knee up and over. And then let's come down to a tabletop with your wrists under your shoulders, knees are under your hips, doing a few cat-cows here to here. Tuck your toes, bring your gaze up, hammock in your belly, flatten out your toes, scoop and arch, round in your spine, come back, tuck your toes, hammocking your stomach, lifting your gaze up, flatten out your toes, scoop and arch, round in your spine. Go ahead and come back to a tabletop with a flat back. You move your hips from side to side. So for today's class, we'll use a set of light weights. You can also use water bottles, maybe candles, soup cans, whatever you have around you, or just body weight. You can also move into some hip circles, drawing your hips back, up and around, and of course reversing that direction. We will also be using a block today. If you don't have a block, you can use a pillow, a sturdy book, maybe a sturdy box. Go ahead and come on up to standing. Roll your shoulder blades back. Roll your shoulder blades forward. Let's grab our set of light weights if you're using them. And from a standing position, first we're starting with our feet hip width apart and parallel. We're going to draw our arms by our side. We're going to come back into a chair, bringing our arms up toward the biceps and bringing the arms back down. Slow and controlled, bending deep into the knees. Weight is in your heels as you sink your hips back, drawing your shoulders back over your hips as you come to standing. Moving with control. The slower the better. Arms reach overhead as you sink your hips back, bending deep into your knees. Bringing your arms gently back down towards your side as you come to standing, straightening out your knees. Keeping it going, slow and controlled. Big inhale as you deepen the knees, stronger exhale as you come to standing. Let's do one more here. Go ahead and come back to standing. From here, we're going to draw our arms to our shoulders. We're going to lift our right knee up. We're going to open as we press the arms up. Palms remain facing inward. So you're grounding through your standing left leg. Arms press up as you open your right knee over to the right. Your right toes are flexed. Moving with control. Grounding through your standing left leg. You can have a micro bend in that left knee. Knuckles up, palms face in. Arms lift as your leg swings out to the right. Elbows lower as you draw your knee back in line with your hip. A few more here on this side, and then we're going to switch sides. Core is nice and engaged. Give me one more. Go ahead and release the leg down. Maybe shake it out. Now we have the same thing on the left side. We're going to come into an Arnold press. So palms are facing in. Draw your knee up. Single leg standing bound. Flex the left toes. We're going to press the arms up as we open out that left knee out from the left hip. As you extend your arms up and drawing your left knee out, your palms are facing away from your body. As you draw your elbows back and knee in line, you're going to draw your palms facing towards your body. Core remains engaged. Still grounding through that standing right foot. Grounding all the way from your big toe to your pinky toe back towards your heels. Your left heel is flexed. Core remains engaged, keeping that left knee nice and lifted. Avoid letting that knee droop down. Keep it going. Give me one more here. Open and bring it together. Go ahead and draw the left leg down. Go ahead and make your feet wider than your hips. Nice wide stance. We're going to sink our hip down. Toes are turned out here. We're going to draw our right elbow wide behind our head. Just have your left hand on your hip. We're going to draw the right elbow to the right knee. Extend the right arm. Bend the right arm. Come back to standing. Right elbow to right knee. Extend. Draw it back. Bring it up. So you're keeping your chest lifted. You're not allowing your left shoulder to rotate down. Think about your body as in between two panes of glass, and you're just moving from shoulder to shoulder. Core is engaged. Reaching down with your right hand to your right ankle, maybe reaching for your right calf, your right knee. Keeping it going. Core is nice and engaged. Give me one more here on this side. Come back to standing. Go ahead and bring your right hand to your right hip. Now for the left side. Left elbow wide behind your head. Same thing on the left side. Go ahead and hinge down. Left elbow, left knee. Extend the left arm. Bend the left elbow. Come back up to standing. Elbow to knee. Extend and bend. Coming back up. Slow and controlled. As you draw your left elbow towards your left knee, avoid letting your right elbow, your right shoulder turn inward. You want to keep it directly in line with each other. Still going. Still moving. Elbow to knee. As you hold that elbow towards your knee, extending the same arm down towards the same toes, reaching further. One more just like this. All right, go ahead and come back to standing. Draw your feet back to hip width apart and parallel. We're going to draw our elbows in, making an 11 shape with our elbows. Palms are facing inward. We're going to squat down, tap your elbows towards your knees, and coming back up, arms overhead. Pull everything down. Extend everything up. Your core is engaged. You're grounding through your feet. Maybe the weight is in your heels, maybe lifting your toes as you sink your hips lower, coming deeper into that squat. Moving with control, slow motion. Slow it down as much as you need to. Palms remain facing in the entire time. Your forearms are framing your face. Keep it going. Elbows to knees as you squat down lower. One more. All right, go ahead and find that wide stance once more. Toes are slightly turned out. We're going to go ahead and draw our arms out to a T. From here, we're going to come bend the knees to goddess. Extend the arms to a T. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, extend. Keeping it going here. Teeing out those arms as you straighten the legs. Bending into the elbows as you bend deeper into the knees. Keep it here. Going from goddess this time to big star. Extend the arms out to Y. Still straightening your arms and legs. Just making that X shape with your body. Arms and legs extend long in opposite direction. Give me one more just like this. Go ahead and find that goddess pose, staying low in that squat. Set one weight down. If you're using one, it doesn't matter which one. If you're not using weight, pretend. We're going to go ahead and wrap our weight around our ankles, our calves, our thighs, drawing a figure eight position. Trying to stay low, trying to bring your opposite shoulder down towards your opposite knee. Your hips stay low the entire time. Keeping it going. If you'd like to challenge yourself, maybe switch directions. Still hips are low. Shoulder down, opposite shoulder to opposite knee, reaching further. Maybe bringing that weight closer down towards your toes. your ankle, your calf, your knee, your thigh, reaching for whatever you can today. Still going, still moving. Give me one more here. All right, go ahead and come up to standing. Maybe shake it out a little bit. From here, we're going to grab that second weight. We're going to go ahead and draw our arms out to a T. Palms are facing in, so your elbows are close in. Looks like you're trying to tuck your elbows behind your back. Extend your right leg out to the side. We're going to draw into a curtsy as we extend our arms and back to a side tap. Curtsy as we draw our arms out to a T. Palms stay facing up the entire time. Core is engaged. Keep it going. Full motion here. Right toes tap out to side. Elbows are close in towards your body. Drawing them in towards your rib cage, maybe to the back of your shoulders. As you draw that right leg behind and diagonal from your left, extend your arms out to a T. Give me one more here. Go ahead and draw it back in. Maybe shake it out. From here, now we have the left side. Extend your left leg out to the side. Palms are facing upward this time. We're going to draw the arms forward and back in. So as we extend that left leg back to a curtsy, your arms extend out from your body. Your palms are facing upward. Your left toes tap out from your left hip as you draw your elbows in. Imagine you're holding a server tray of cookies. Keep it going. Still moving. Slow and controlled. We're going to grab that block or whatever you're using in light of a block to bring the floor closer to you next. Give me one more here. Extend. Draw it in. You can swap those weights out for a block. The block is optional. You can also just hold your body, hinge forward, nice flat back. We're going to come into Warrior 3, working that right side first. So if you're using the block, place it a foot or two in front of your left foot. We're going to extend that right leg up. Your hips are facing down, so you're opening up your right hip. We're not doing a half moon. Keep it into Warrior 3. Your right foot is straight. Your right toes are flexed. We're going to lower, maybe tap the floor, and then lift. Your core is engaged. You're hinging over, bending forward over that left leg with a flat back. You can use that block on its highest setting or its lowest setting or medium. You can also use a book, a block, or a box. You can also just keep your hands at heart prayer if you'd like. Go ahead and give me one more. We're going to hold that leg lifted. Point the toes this time. Bend into that left knee. We're going to come into Shiva squats. Draw the right knee to the outside of your left knee and then kick it back. Keeping a slight bend and that left leg the entire time. Draw the right knee to the outside of your left knee or your left shin and then kicking the right leg back. Grounding still through your left foot. Shiva squat, full extension. Right knee bends as you draw it to the outside of your left leg. Full extension, strong point through your toes. Keep it going. We're going to add even more balance here coming up next. Still going. All right, hold that leg extended. Go ahead and come to a standing position. You can set that foot down if you'd like. We're going to come to a standing position. We're going to draw that right leg up and over, coming into eagle legs. You can tuck your right toes under behind your left leg. You can also just leave your right toes dangling. Just make sure you point them. You can cross your arms to your elbows. You can also come into eagle arms if you like, lifting your elbows up for a nice shoulder stretch. Sink deeper in your hips. Option to hold it here, or you can add eagle crunches, drawing your elbow to your knee. Lifting back up, slow and controlled. Think the slower, the better. Tap down, lifting back up. Tap down. We have a nice calf stretch coming up next. Give me one more just like this. Tap down, lift back up, unravel your arms, unravel your legs. Maybe shake it out. Bring that block back out in front of you. We're going to fold forward. So here you can have a flat back. You can also bring the block further down. You can bring your hands to the floor. We're going to lift our right heel as you bend into the right knee and then switch. So you're just walking your heels. Nice calf stretch here, because to keep everything nice and symmetrical, we do have the other side next. So just moving the heels, raising and lowering. Core remains nice and engaged. Ooh. Hopefully you all did not hear my knees crack, snap, crackle, and pop. Keep it going. It's a gentle raise and lower. All right, finish up wherever you're at. Come back to your warrior three. So place that block a foot or two in front of your right foot. We're going to work that left side. Hinge forward, place your hands on a block or whatever object you would like to use. Extend your left leg back. Avoid opening up your hip. Keep your hip parallel, straight left leg. Maybe bend and extend that knee a few times to make it even straighter. Flex your toes down towards the floor. From here, lower the left leg and bring it back up. You can have a micro bend and that right knee. You don't have to have it locked out. As you lift the leg, think about squeezing your glutes. You also do not have to tap the floor with your left toes. Keep it going. Core is nice and engaged. Holding that hinge forward. All of the weight is in your standing right leg. Give me one more here. Hold that left leg lifted. Go ahead and point the toes. Have a deeper bend in that standing right knee from the same position. We're going to draw the left knee to the outside of your right shin or your right calf, and then kick it back. Full extension here. Drawing the left knee into the outside of your right knee, and then kicking the left leg back. Keep it going. Core is nice and engaged. Full extension. Bending deeper into the right knee as you bend the left knee behind the right. Tiny bend in that right leg as you come to staying, straighten out that left leg, lifting it higher. Give me one more. All right, now we have those eagle crunches. You can go ahead and rise up. You can use a wall or a ledge if you need to. Draw that left leg up and over. Sink your hips down low. Face you guys. Sink your hips down low. So that left leg, you can have your toes wrap around your right knee. You can also have them just dangling out in space. Just make sure you point the toes. Sink your hips lower. You can cross your arms on the opposite shoulder. You can also come into eagle arms, drawing the left arm underneath the right. Lift your shoulders up if you want a deeper shoulder stretch. From here, hold it for a breath, and then draw the elbows down. Maybe one side, even the other, it's totally fine, totally normal. Find your space. Lift and lower. I don't know why this side's so much more challenging for me. All right. Give me one more, wherever you're at. All right. Release it up. Release the arms, release the legs. Whew, shake it out. Set that block off to the side. We're going to go, we're going to go ahead and come down to the floor. Find your down dog. So from a tabletop position, tuck your toes, bring your hands a palm print forward, and lift your hips up. Maybe pedaling your heels here. From this position, now we have single leg down dog to alternating mountain climbers. We're going to lift the right leg up, draw the right knee to the right elbow, lift the right leg up, draw knee to the nose, lift the right leg up, Draw knee to the opposite elbow and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Lift the right leg up, right knee to right elbow. Lift the knee up, knee to nose. Lift the knee up. Draw the right knee to the left elbow. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Extend the right leg back. Draw through your palms. From here, release your left knee down. Place your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Reach your right arm up and tap down. 3 times here. We have 2 more. Tap down. Reach it up. Plant the right hand back down. Tuck your left toes. Coming into high crescent. Reach your arms up overhead. From here, we're going to cactus the arm. We bend into that left knee. Reach up. Bend and tap. Lift up. Bend and tap. Lift. Keep it going. All right, we're going to hold it low. From this position, we're going to raise and lower that front right heel. I know it burns. Working into that right calf. Right heel, raise and lower. Raise and lower. 1 more. Hold that foot lowered. We're going to open up into warrior 2 here. Let's go this way. I want to face you guys. Coming into warrior 2 here. Go ahead and draw your right elbow wide behind your head. We're going to tap right elbow down and extend the opposite arm. Elbow to knee and pull. Keeping it going. Full extension. Elbow to knee and then pull. Still going. Still moving. Few more here. Go ahead and hold it upright. Go ahead and tee out those arms. From here, we're going to draw the left arm to the right and then open. Left arm to the right and then open. Sorry, you can also grab those weights if you would like. Left elbow to the right and open. So you're keeping your arms to shoulder height. Avoid letting your arms slouch down. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Reaching your left arm to the right and then back to starting position. Keep it going. Reach and extend. Full motion. Reaching those arms long in opposite directions as you extend your left arm straight. All right, wherever you're at, give me 1 more. Full extend, pull it back in. Draw your right elbow to your right knee. We're going to let the left arm hang down to the inside of your right knee. From here, pull up, extend the ceiling, pull back down, reach for your toes. Full range of motion, reaching and extending that left arm. Core is nice and engaged. We're going to find the other side next. Keep it going. Still going. Still moving. Almost there. Full reach. Full extend. Holding that deep bend into your right knee. Left leg is straight. All right, go ahead and straighten the right toes. Come to standing. From here, we're going to bring the feet parallel. We're going to go ahead and come into warrior 2 on the other side. Extend and straighten. Flip the left toes. Bend into the right leg. Bend and straighten. Flip, bend, and straighten. Go ahead and cartwheel your arms down. Set the weights off to the side. We're going to step that left leg back. Lift the left leg up. Go ahead and place your left foot in between your palms. Release your right foot down. Bring your right hand to the inside of your left hand. Reach your left arm up. Tap down 2 more times. reach up, tap down. All right, go ahead and draw both hands down. Extend your left leg back. Draw your left knee to the elbow. Kick it back. Draw left knee to nose. Kick it back. Left knee to right elbow and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Kick it back. One more time through. Left knee to left elbow. Kick it back. Knee to nose. Kick it back. Knee to right elbow. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Kick it back. Step your left foot in between your palms. From here, we're going to rise up to high crescent. Follow your back right foot, press into the ground. Front left knee is nice and bent. Arms frame your biceps. We're going to bend into that back knee, cactus the elbows. Lift it back up. Full extension. Keep it going. Palms are facing away from your body. Deep bend into those elbows. Maybe tap your knee to the floor. One more. Hold it low. Left heel raise and lower. Raise and lower. Keep it going. Chest stays lifted. Give me one more. Hold that left foot planted. Open up to warrior 2. From here, right toes are facing forward, straight right leg deep bend to your stay lifting. Maybe send your toes over your knee. Go ahead and bring your left elbow wide behind your head. Right fingertips reach long. Left elbow to left knee. Reach. As you come back upright, don't just stop in the middle. Reach long in the opposite direction. So your left elbow taps towards your left knee as you come to standing. Your right fingertips reach long past your right toes. Keep it going. We're going to grab those weights next. One more. All right, go ahead and come upright. You can also grab those weights. Keep that deep in your left knee, straight left leg, arms long in opposite directions. Go ahead and draw your right elbow in. Reach for your left fingertips. Full extension, pull it back. Right elbow in, reach for your left fingertips, extend it back. Full range of motion here. Almost as if you're pulling a bow and arrow, super slow, keeping that elbow nice and lifted. Maybe bend deeper into that left knee, opening up that left hip. Still going. Still moving. Extend and pull. Extend. Give me one more. And we're going to rest that left arm on your left knee. All right, go ahead and release that left arm to your left knee. Go ahead and let your right arm come to the inside of your left knee. Row, lift up, pull down, drop back in. Keep it going. Slow and controlled. You got this. Still going. Still moving. Almost there. Keep it going. Reach down, elbow up, reach up to the ceiling. You got it. We're going to come down to the floor next. Give me one more. Full range of motion. Reach down, elbow lift, arm lift, elbow bends, arm extends. All right, you can go ahead and reach and set those weights off to the side. Find your tabletop. Option here, you can bring a block to the top of your back. This allows you to keep your hips in line and allow you to avoid or to realize, actually, when you're arching or hammocking your spine, bring your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to go ahead and lift our hip, tuck your toes, lift your knees, hovering your shins to parallel. From here, we're going to open and close the knees, working more into that lower body. Your core is nice and engaged. your back is flat. So if you're rounding your spine or if you're hammocking your belly, that block is likely going to move around. So you want to think about engaging your core, drawing your navel deep into your spine, creating that flat back, a good surface for that block to just stay, and then open and close. With a flat back, even with your knees moving, your back is completely stable. Keep it going. Almost there. You got it. All right, release your knees down. Release that block off to the side. Go ahead and find a high plank position. Come down, slow and control. You can bring your knees down. Elbows are in, all the way down. From here, we're going to have a mini cobra. Lift up, lower back down, full cobra. Bring your hands under your ribcage. Lift up, lower back down. Extend your arms out to a T. We're going to lift our right leg, draw it up and over behind your left leg. So your right leg is up and over, coming onto that side. So as you're laying on that left side, go ahead and prop yourself up. Get nice and cozy. From here, we're going to keep the legs nice and extended. Lift that top right leg. You can keep your right hand boxed out. And we're just going to draw little circles with that right leg. So you want to engage your core. You want your top hip stacked directly over your bottom right. Don't worry, we'll switch directions when we're about halfway. Strong point through your toes, straight right leg. Core is engaged. Avoid rolling forwards or backwards. And we're halfway, so go ahead and reverse that direction. Maybe this side's a little bit more challenging if it's clockwise or counterclockwise. Just because you didn't naturally choose it first, that's okay. Just knowing what we can work on. Relax your left foot. Keep it going. Little circles here, opposite direction than what you started. Give me one more. Go ahead and roll onto your stomach. We're going to drop our forearms down, bringing our elbows underneath our shoulders. Your legs extend long. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Lift your upper body up, coming into a Sphinx pose. We're going to draw the right heel into the right glute. Extend. Left heel to left glute. Extend. Both heels this time. Both heels to the glute. Extend. Left heel to left glute. Extend. Chest stays lifted. Right heel to right glute. Extend both heels. Drawing them in. Extend. Right heel this time. Right heel to right glute. Extend. Left heel, left glute. Extend both heels. One more time through. Left heel, left glute. Extend. Right heel to right glute. Extend. Both. Extend. Drop back in. Go ahead and bring your hands under your shoulders. Relax your head back down. We have mini cobra here. Lift and lower. One more. Lift and lower. Give me a full cobra, bringing your palms underneath your rib cage, lifting all the way up. Nice back stretch. Tops of your thighs press into the floor. Go ahead and release everything down. From here, extend your arms back out to a T. I need more room. Arms back out to a T. Lift your left leg. Draw it up and over the outside of your right hip. Rotate over to your left side for a nice shoulder stretch, a nice back stretch, and a hip stretch. When you get there, go ahead and find your cozy little spot. Relax arms like you're laying at the beach, laying on the left side of your body. Extend your left leg long. Top left leg is lifted. You can box out your top left hand. Go ahead and draw little circles here with your top leg. Your left leg is straight. Your left toes are pointed. Tiny little circles. Keep it going. I'll let you know once again when we're about halfway to switch. Still going. Still moving. Your core is nice and engaged. Working the inner and outer thighs, working your glutes, and then keeping that core engaged, not allowing your hips to roll forwards or backwards. Go ahead and reverse the direction. Tiny circles here. Avoid pushing off on that right side. Your right leg already did the work. So maybe relax your right toes, maybe wiggle them, and then relax them. Tiny circles here. Keeping it going. Side to side, little circles. All right, go ahead and release that left leg down, coming up to a seated position, sitting onto your bum. From here, you can grab a weight or you can grab your block. We're just going to lean back onto our bum. Feet are planted. You can also lift your feet to a tabletop or extend them if you would like. Let me just reset this so we can have a full 60 seconds. One of my favorite moves. So feet flat, legs lifted, legs straight, whatever you like. Blocker weight in your hands, block between your palms. We're going to tap side to side, coming through the middle each time. So slow and controlled, not going for speed on this one. Think about really rounding your waist and back. So if you're standing more upright, that's fine too. If you want to get a deeper core work and that feels too easy, really round your back down. The lower your back is towards the floor, the more challenging it is. From there, maybe think about lifting one leg, maybe both legs. Keep it going. Full range of motion. Tap, come to center, tap, back to center. Keeping your back low. Toes can be flat or lifted. Give me one more on each side. All right, go ahead and set that block off to the side. We're going to lay onto our back now. Go ahead and extend your right leg out long. Bring your left hand to your left hip, palm down, right elbow wide behind your head. You can keep your left knee bent. We're going to draw your right elbow to your left knee, extend, draw your right hand to your left toes, extend. So you're alternating elbow to knee, hand to toe. That right leg can be flat on the floor. If you want to add more heat to your core, you can hover that leg. Most important thing is if you have that right leg hovering, that your lower back does not arch up. Your lower back is glued to the floor. If you find that it arches up or if you have any discomfort, just lower it back down. Focus on engaging your core. Keep it going. Give me one more full set. Elbow to knee. Extend, hand to toe. Extend. Go ahead and rest your head down, both palms by your side. Bend your knees. And then from here, you can place the block between your thighs if you'd like. Feet are flat, hip width apart and parallel. We have a glute bridge, raise and lower. Just lifting and then tapping your glutes down before lifting right back up again. Keep it going. Raise and lower. Squeezing your glutes, not just at the top, but the entire time. Keeping your glutes nice and engaged. Keep your core contracted. Still going, still moving, raise and lower. Your feet are planted all the way from your big toe to your pinky, back towards your heels. Raise and lower, gaze up towards the ceiling. Give me one more. Release down. Set that block off to the side if you had it before. Bring your right hand to your right leg. Go ahead and extend your left leg long. We're going to draw a left elbow wide behind your head. Your right knee can be bent. We're going to draw a left elbow to right knee. Extend. Left hand to right toes. Extend. So your left leg is just relaxed. Your right palm is facing down by your right hip. Option here, just like the other side, you can hover that left leg if you want to add more heat to your core. Just keep in mind to keep your core engaged. Your lower back pressed into the ground. Still going. Still moving. You got this. Keeping your shoulders lifted off the floor, lifting them even higher as you tap. One more each time. Elbow to knee, extend, hand to toe, extend. Go ahead and draw your feet back under your knees. This time we're going to walk our feet wider than our hips. Toes are slightly turned out. You can place the weights on your hips if you would like. You can also just do a glute bridge, raise and lower with your heels in, toes are turned out, raise and lower, working the outermost part of your glutes. Knees stay open, so avoid letting your knees come together in a knocking position. Keep your knees nice and wide. Knees are tracking out over your ankles. Heels are in, toes are pointed slightly outward. Your heels are wider than your hips. Nice hip stretch here as you raise and lower, simultaneously working the glutes, working your core. Keep it going. Raise and lower. Give me one more. Go ahead and release back down. Draw your knees back to hip width apart and parallel. From here, we're going to draw our legs to a tabletop so your knees are directly over your hips. Your knees are bent at 90. You can tuck your chin to your chest to look at your toes. We're going to tap the right toes, come back to center, tap left toes, come back to center, tap both toes, come back to center, right, back to center, left, back to center, both toes, tap, come to center, right toes and center, left toes and center, and both toes. Keep it going. You guys haven't noticed, this is the wake up time for one of my dogs. Keep it going, right and left, and then both. Let's do this one more time. Right toes tap, back to center, left toes tap, back to center, both toes tap, back to center. Go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. I had to check the clock because it's having so much fun, just flies by so much. Keep your knees into your chest, maybe point, flex, or circle out your ankles. Of course, switching directions. From this position, extend your left leg long, keeping your right knee in towards your right shoulder, avoiding your rib cage. Option to hold it here if you'd like a more active stretch. Go ahead and tuck your chin in your chest, lift your shoulders, lift your left leg to a hover, flex your left foot. Big inhale, big exhale, release everything down. With your left hand, grab the outside of your right knee, pull it across your body over to the left side for a nice lower back stretch. Maybe looking over your right shoulder, you can extend that right arm or cactus it for a nice opening shoulder stretch. On your next exhale, gently come back to center. Keep that right knee in towards your right shoulder and draw a few hip circles in. Of course, reversing the direction. And then switching sides. Extend your right leg, draw your left knee in towards your chest. Maybe point, flex, circle out your ankles. You're welcome to stay here, or if you'd like an active stretch, go ahead and tuck your chin, lift your shoulders, extend and lift that right leg to a hover. Flex your right toes. Hold it for a breath. Deep inhale. Exhale as you lower that right leg down. Lower your shoulders. With your right hand, grab the outside of your left knee, pulled across the right side of your body, looking over your left shoulder for a nice stretch. You can cactus or extend your left arm. And coming back to center, keeping that left knee in towards your shoulder, drawing a few circles here. And then draw the legs up towards the ceiling, coming into happy baby. You can grab the soles of your feet or the backs of your thighs. Anything to keep your lower back pressed into the ground. Maybe rolling side to side if that feels good to you. And then draw your knees back into your chest. Wrap your hands around your shins, maybe grabbing at your wrists, your elbows. Rock and roll yourselves a few times along your spine. Nice spinal stretch, nice massage of the spine. As many times as you need to or as you would like before coming up to a standing position. With your feet wider than your hips, cross your right arm across your body. Avoid grabbing at your wrist or your elbow. Just gently at your forearm. Open and switch. Left arm across your body, just gently placing your other hand on your forearm. Open and draw your right elbow wide behind your head. Chin and chest is lifted. Open and switch. Left elbow wide behind your head. Chin and chest stays lifted. Relax your arms down by your side. Maybe circle out your wrist. You can clasp your hands behind your back or just draw them towards your spine. Maybe roll your shoulders from side to side. Same ear to same shoulder. Chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder. Chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. Relax your arms down. Nice big inhale. One more time. Fantastic work, everyone. Thank you so very much. Again, my name's Amanda. This is Yoga Pilates. Hope to see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Thank you.